A complete guide to Elon Musk's satellite internet revolution. Starlink is a SpaceX-owned internet satellite service that lets users enjoy high-speed internet even in the most remote and inaccessible regions of the world. From features to price, here's everything you need to know about the internet service. Owned by Elon Musk SpaceX, Starlink is a satellite internet service that aims to offer high speed in more than 100 countries and territories worldwide. Unlike cable-based broadband services, which are constrained due to geographical, topographical, and other factors, Starlink works in any place with a direct view of the sky, bringing internet connectivity to the most remote regions of the planet. How does Starlink work and what sets it apart? Unlike traditional satellite providers, which often struggle with speed and latency, Starlink uses a constellation of thousands of small satellites that can communicate with one another to deliver high-speed internet with low latency. This is achieved using decades-old satellite internet service technology. Instead of using cable, which is what most broadband services rely on, Starlink uses radio signals in space to send a broadcast to satellites in the lower orbit to relay the data to users. While the company has already launched thousands of satellites, SpaceX says it wants to expand the constellation to around 42,000 tablet-sized satellites in the lower orbit to meet its increasing demand, which will help increase connectivity and reduce the overall latency. Companies like Viasat, HughesNet, and Amazon are already offering satellite internet connectivity for years, but Starlink has a trick up its sleeve that allows it to deliver high-speed internet without wires. Instead of relying on a handful of large satellites, Starlink uses small satellites that have lasers to transmit signals amongst one another. This helps the company reduce its dependency on ground-based stations. Getting Starlink is really easy. The company sells its installation kits via retailers like Home Depot, Target, Best Buy, Walmart, and others in the US, and has also tied with other platforms and offline retail chains around the world. If you want to use Starlink in your home or on the go, simply buy the standard kit and you are good to go. You can either set up Starlink yourself or ask someone to install it on your behalf. To set up Starlink, just point it at the sky, plug it in, and you are good to go. If you are unsure where to install, download the Starlink app on your phone to help find the best location. Why choose Starlink over other satellite internet providers? While Starlink's internet speeds are not as high as fiber and cable-based solutions, it is really useful if you happen to live in an area with no or slow internet connectivity solutions. Previously, Starlink speeds maxed out at around 150 megabits per second, but with the increase in the number of satellites, a recent video shared on X, previously Twitter, shows Starlink's internet service offering speeds up to approximately 264 megabits per second. However, this greatly varies depending on which region of the world you are in, so remote locations might get slower internet while you may get more than 150 megabits per second in areas with great connectivity. Starlink also offers a map on its website, which lets you see how fast its internet is in various parts. Starlink is a satellite internet service that aims to offer high speed in more than 100 countries and territories worldwide. Unlike cable-based broadband services, which are constrained due to geographical, topographical, and other factors, Starlink works in any place with a direct view of the sky, bringing internet connectivity to the most remote regions of the planet. Unlike most internet service providers, Starlink has no contracts. This means you can pause and resume the service as you like, as well as switch between plans without any depending on your data needs. The company is also giving a 30-day free trial and says it will issue a full refund if you are not satisfied with the service. Starlink is available in the majority of North America, South America, Australia, and parts of Europe. Also, it is still unclear if Starlink will expand its service to China anytime soon.